So last week, I received 2 different Twitter DMs from people saying they never received prizes from a Penta esports giveaway. At first, I was going to ignore both messages because, well, it's just another random social media contest. But after talking to both these guys, it turns out that some hilariously weird shit did actually go down. As in, 4 people didn't receive the PlayStations, controller, and jersey prizes 7 months after the contest ended. Penta Esports. They have teams in League of Legends, PUBG, and Rainbow Six Siege. Back in April, they hosted a series of giveaways intended to boost Penta's social media presence on Instagram. They teamed up with these 2 different influential Rainbow Six Siege Instagram accounts, Pro League Material and Nerfdbeard. The idea of teaming up with these 2 influencer accounts was that they would also gain followers and help distribute the prizes. Now, these giveaways were exactly what you'd expect. People had to follow both influencer accounts and Penta, and then tag 2 friends in the comments. It's the typical shit that clogs your timeline on a daily basis. The winners were picked and announced on April 23rd, with PlayStations, scuffed controllers, and Penta jerseys up for grabs. And here's where common sense falls off a cliff. Now, meet Tim and Kyle. These are the 2 guys that DM'd me originally on Twitter. Both guys won separate Penta giveaways and told me they never received any of the prizes and got ghosted by both influencers and the verified Instagram account for Penta. Both of them ended up messaging all 3 accounts multiple times. Nerfdbeard gave Kyle the runaround, got aggressive, and then went completely silent. According to Kyle, once he realized that something funky was going on, he reached out to other winners and they all began calling out this shit on Instagram, since he thinks they've essentially been scammed. Another winner who reached out to me but asked that his name not be used said that Nerfdbeard blocked him on Instagram after he reached out asking about the prize that he won. Nerfdbeard then had this weird meltdown, lashing out at the R6 community before promptly deleting his Instagram account with over 100,000 followers. I'm gonna read that meltdown for you now. Alright, so let's start. The Siege community via Instagram is absolutely fucking dreadful, full of absolute nothings with no meaning whatsoever. They all know who they are. If you've ever had the thought, yeah, let's start a page in the Instagram Siege community, just have a little think to yourself and acknowledge that these pages with few followers will do anything in their will of competition in order to get rid of you, even making crusades around your page to get it deleted or a bad reputation. Don't join in. I'm out, and y'all pages with no followers trying to... See, this is like fucking ridiculous. I'm out, and y'all pages with no followers trying to rep me, try actually getting a life and get out of your bedroom, you nothingless little trunts. Catch you guys later. This page is done, and if you want to keep up with my other page, you get the point. So basically, this guy had a fucking meltdown and nobody's heard from him since. Pro League Material, on the other hand, made the account private and still hasn't responded to anyone involved. But I reached out to Pro League Material via email, and Jack Bridges, the owner of the company, actually responded to me. Here's what he had to say. Our arrangement was Penta would include one of the accounts in the giveaway requirements, so our account would grow from the giveaway. The PS4 was to be provided by Penta, but the scuff controller was to be provided by the other Instagram account involved, Nerfdbeard. Recently, Penta reached out to me to find the username of the PS4 winner again, so they may be awarding the winner now due to the pressure of this story. I'm unsure as to why Penta never followed up with their promises, and I'm disappointed in their lack of professionalism. During the 6 months that Tim and Kyle were waiting for prizes that never came, they messaged multiple Penta employees, including their former social media manager and the co-founder, who allegedly ignored them both. At first, I reached out to Penta, and they initially told me they were just looking into the situation. But then later, Kyle DM'd me to say that Penta emailed him and they're allegedly sending over a belated prize. And look, if Penta are now sending out the prizes, that's great. But that doesn't change the fact that they've seemingly ignored this situation for the past 6 months. I've also spoken with somebody who used to work for Penta, and they agreed to chat with me as long as they can stay anonymous. My source told me that Penta management actively knew about this situation while it was happening and chose to ignore it anyway. And according to my source, this is Penta's MO when it comes to dealing with situations like this. Look, this isn't life or death. It's just an Instagram contest, but this back and forth with the winners is just absolutely insane. Now, in our brief communication, Penta noted that they had no idea Nerfdbeard was allegedly scamming people, which, alright, fine. But you know what else is super easy to do? Responding to contest winners who say they've been scammed by the influencers you've teamed up with. So that's it. That's the whole story. Prize winners who didn't get their prizes, missing PlayStations, and an organization who seemingly doesn't give a shit. It's a funny thing that I thought that we just wanted. It's a funny story that I thought was particularly crazy and just wanted to share it with you guys. These guys don't fucking like Def Leppard for some reason. Fuck you. Hysteria is a great album. Photograph's a great song.
I swear. There's no way you like Def.
I like Def Leppard, all right?
There's no way.
It doesn't matter.
There's no way.
It doesn't matter. Sue Woo.
There's no way that you wake up and you put Def Leppard on, you are real.
I don't put them on.
Yes.